We are live. I'm checking out UVI Mosaic now. I did prepare a video, but unfortunately there was well, something went wrong and I need to redo it. So let's jump right into this. I'm not gonna wait for people to join into this live stream. We're just gonna go and have a quick look at Mosaic. Now I'm using Falcon. You can use the free UVI workstation to run this or any other sound bank by UVI. And so let's see what's going on here. If you are in the live chat here, just say hello. Hello, Jason. Thank you for joining. How are you doing? So I'm checking out Mosaic. This is really a lot of fun. So let's break it down. Let's see what's going on here. And I'm going to do this real fast because I have some things to do later this evening. So yeah, let's see what's up with this. So this is really interesting because if you go into the preset browser, you will see that they actually have like packages like sound sets. Then I am guessing they're going to add more. So this is the initial release, and each one is different genre, different type of sounds, and so we're going to explore some of them. And yeah, hey Jason, just send me the link. I'm gonna definitely look it up. And I'm really enjoying this one. I had it for a couple of days now. It's really great. Let's dive into this. So I'm gonna go with this first one, and you can see that we have instruments, we have drums, and we have kits. The difference between them is instruments are playable chords, drums are drums, and then kits is kind of a combination. So you have the drum patterns, and also you'll have some playable chords. Let's go with the first one. I'm just going to go with drums for now. Let's start with drums. This is very interesting take on this. So we have key switches starting with C2. Right, and let's try something else. I'm gonna go with the next one. Retro future, yeah. So it's like a drum kit and a retro future. Let's see what else we have here. I'm gonna go with this soft pop thing. Right, we have a kind of a kit here. Let's try the next one. And you can, I'm playing C2. I can just combine C2 and D2. So what's really going on here? If we'll go into this, and you can just click those right here. As you can see, we're in the particular slot. So we have 8 slots, and I'm in this particular one. You can see that it is built from different sub sounds. So it's not just one sound. Each of those slots, C2, D2, and so on, they all have 5 internal slots here. And this might make more sense if we'll go into instruments. So I'm just gonna go with this one. And you can see they are tuned in a particular scale. So this one is C minor. You can change the scale if you like. I can go, I don't know, D minor. Right, and you can actually lock this. So if you go into the next preset, it's still D minor. And let's go inside. If we'll go into the first one, so you can see which notes make this chord, and they of course they all make sense, right? And then you can go into edit for each one of these sounds. You can go into edit, and here you'll find more in-depth things that you can do, like the global level, panning, filtering. We have modulation, so maybe I'll do something to explain this. If you're not familiar with synthesis or sound design and envelopes, and modulation doesn't speak to you, just, don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to look into this. I actually have lots of different videos explaining those concepts. But anyway, you can go and select each of those slots. They are color coded. And so let's go back to the main page, because I really want to show you something interesting. I'm going to close this back, and we'll see how it goes. So, couple of things. First of all, you see that we have a particular chord set here. Let's try another one. Right, so all these chords are in the key of D minor, but I can go into the chord drop down here, this menu, and change the type of chords that we have. So the same sounds, same everything, same key, but I can go and say, hey, let's go with something meditative. So we'll have different chords. And let's try another one. And I can go to a different, let's go dark. So if you're going to go and compose something and you're looking for some inspiration, you can change the type of sounds. You can change the feel of the chords, the chord progressions. For example, let's go with this one. So this one. Yeah, definitely. So what you can do, again, is you see these little locks. So Jason, you're absolutely right. So I can lock the key, and I can also lock the chords, and I can also lock the effects chain. And also, by the way, you can change the effects chain, right? So I can go and have like echo, right? It's echoing, and I'm gonna lock this. And if I'll try another preset, everything is locked, but the sounds will change. And I can again change this. This is uplifting right now. I can go for a romantic. Yeah. So the way to work with this would probably be just to, and I'm using Cubase. You can do this, in any program. I can just draw, let's say, four bars. Have the first chord right here. It's gonna be this one, and then I'm gonna go with the next one, and I'm gonna go with another one right here, and this one. Okay, I'm just gonna move this. Right, and I'm gonna close. Right, and I can duplicate this, by the way, or, well, never mind. I can, in Falcon, I can add more. I can stack them up. What I can do, I can have another one, just another instant right here, and I can have this one just be omni, and now I'll have this one instrument, but they are probably not in the same key. Okay, so we need to remember that. Anyway, let's remove this one, and we'll definitely need to do a deep dive into this. So I'm gonna remove this one. Yeah, okay, go. And here what I can do is, let's get rid of all these guys here. Just gonna go with this C2, and let's close this, and I'm gonna go and find some drums. This one, right? And yeah, that's a split. Let's try this one, After Hours. So that's kind of the way. I know it's very simplistic right now, but hopefully you understand the concept and the potential. So again, we have these 8 notes or slots, which represents either different chords or drum patterns. And I didn't show you the drum patterns yet, so it's really important. Let's close this one, and I'm going to show you. So here we have pattern of drums. Yeah, I'm going to change this. Sorry, it's this one. It's the second one. It's going to load. Right. So what's really going on here? If we'll go inside, you'll see that we have 3 different tabs. We have sound. So here you can see the sounds. And by the way, you can drag and drop your own samples here and create your own kits. But anyway, so we have sound, and you can see that we have 5 slots here. And then we have edit to edit the sound. And in motion, you can see we have 3 different modes. It's either an arpeggiator, which is most suitable for melodic like instruments. Then we have the phraser, and then we have the note sequencer, which makes sense for drums, right? And you can see what's going on here. And we have 5, right? We have 5 sounds that we are sequencing, and this is all. Whatever I'm showing you right now, this is just for this C2 switch, key switch, that first one here. If I'll go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, you'll see that everything changes. So it's a little bit complex at first, but you'll get it. It's not that let's say out of nowhere. You can go and select those slots from the top to bottom right here on the left side, and then you'll see the patterns. So if you're asking yourself, so Greg is here, and Greg is asking, I'm on the fence, should you buy this? So what's the deal here? What would be making sense for you? So for me, as an uneducated musician, okay, so I know music theory, but I'm not a pianist. I'm not a keyboard player. I understand the basics, but I really enjoy using modern tools. I'm really enjoying inspiration through some aid, some guidance. And if I'm looking into it, let's go again and select something melodic. Liquid breaks, I don't know. No, let's go with tropical hit, instrument, and you can see that we have different things here like keys. Let's go with this key. So for me, coming up with a chord progression this is really, really fun and very, very useful. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to go and come up with, with some composition which would be dark. So I'm gonna go and get this one, and immediately I get this set of chords which will get me started. Of course, I can learn this, I can research, I can chat GPT and come up with chord progression. But here you go, we have those, and each of these chords is made of different notes, and for each one you have different samples. So you can see that this chord, it's not like playing a piano. Okay, so if you play a chord on a piano, all the notes of the chord will be the same type. There will be a piano. But here you can actually mix and match. Right, so this is one chord, and all these sounds, E to E, G, B, E, all these notes of that chord, they can be different sounds. So it's a UK house, music box one, toy piano, whatever. So I can change this, I can click, and here you can just change this to something else. And if you want to have something consistent, that's fine too. So what I can do, let's close this. I can go into this first one, let's change this to keyboard. And I'm just gonna go with the first one, so it's gonna be easy to demonstrate, right? So I'm gonna go and so this the more consistent sound, and again I can change all these slots. So now I have the 4 notes of this chord all playing the same type of sound, same sample. See you later, Jason. Thanks for joining. Right, and I can go back to that slot at first C2, so E minor chord. Go inside and play with this. I can go and say, you know what? Let's have like a bass sound on the first one. This one. I know it doesn't make sense, but you get the idea. So lots of sounds, and if you're looking for drum inspirations or a combination, something to get you going, you don't have to stick with that. You can have just some ideation, some something to get started with. So I can go with kits, and kit is a combination of drums and playable chords. So you consider the first 2 slots, C2 and D, and actually, yeah, right? And then after that I have chords, so I can play with both hands here. I don't know if it's a good example. Anyway, you get the idea. I have a combination. 2 slots are drums, and then the rest are just playable chords. So what else we have? Let's see a few more things. So if I'll go into instruments, I want to show you something really cool. I'm gonna go and get a pad. Right, anything like that. And then we so far talked about the white keys, C, D, E, F, G, so on. But the black keys are modifiers. Now, if you know arcade, outputs arcade, that's very similar. Also, native instruments now have something similar. So you can click this icon right here on the top right. Click this and you'll see what's going on. C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, they're all modifiers, and we have 2 of them, the C sharp and D sharp. These are filter filter, filter down, filter up. So it's filtering, low pass, high pass, and then we have some phasing stuff, and then we are just tuning down or tuning up. So if we'll play together, so that was C2 together with A2 sharp, or maybe G sharp. So you can program this throughout your composition and just add those modifiers. Right, that's phasing kind of thing here. And all right, so before we continue any further, I just wanted to let you know, guys, first of all, please consider subscribing to my little channel here. I got tons of stuff for you. And second, if you want to support the channel, one of the best ways to do it is to buy plugins through my shop. So this is my shop, myaudio.studio, and I work with many companies. You can see all the brands here that I work with, and I'm adding more and more every week. And I'm an official authorized reseller. Everything is very official here. And if you'll go into the deals section, you'll see what's on sale. For example, I have like 30% on XLN, XO. I have some other stuff going on here. And yeah, so that's my little shop here. And if you are looking for anything, any coupons, anything like that, just let me know. So you can go and contact me directly. I'll get back to you. And there's a couple of things you might want to check here. Maybe Guitar Pro and my very own Space Tree Pigments, Arturia's Pigments presets. And this is on pre-sale. I'm going to add more and more presets soon. Anyway, that's my little shop. And so feel free to support the channel, buy your plugins there. If you want some extra discounts, just let me know. If you need help before you buy, if you want to consult, that's something I do. You won't get that anywhere. All these big shops where you can buy plugins, nobody talks to you. But if you need help, you can hit me in Facebook. Okay, I'm really easy to find, and we can talk, and I'll get you the best advice, what to buy, when to buy, what the prices are, and whatever you need. And so definitely lots of fun. I'm really enjoying this. So let's go back to Mosaiq. So what else we have? What else didn't we cover? I didn't show you this preset for the effects. So you can see that there are tons of effects here, but if we go into the effects section on top right, on top here, you will see that we have 5 slots. That's your effects chain. So you can click this drop down, little drop down here, and you'll see that you have a choice of different effects that you can apply. But you can always go and select this drop down right here. That's your preset for the effects chain. So I can go echo, whatever. Yeah, you don't like that sound, change it. Right. And we can, of course, lock this. You can lock the effect, you can lock the chords, you can lock the keys, you can change the octaves of everything. So there's tons of stuff that you can do here. Let's have a quick listen to more sounds, and we'll end this little live stream because again I screwed up. I prepared a video, but something went wrong and it was really a mess. wanted to show you also is that don't get confused. If you see ARP, this is an arpeggiator, but you don't play a chord with your fingers on the keyboard or program this. This is one note arpeggiator. It will arpeggiate for you. If you want to see what's going on here, we'll go into one of those, go into the motion here. You'll see motion, and you see this arpeggiator here. Right? And I can change the preset and go like a bass line. Right? So there's so many things you can do here. Right? And again, go into another one, and so it's, so we're playing the chords, meaning each key switch, C2, D2, and so on. Each one of those will have its own chord, and the sequence that you hear, that's within that particular slot. I can change that, right? I can go and try something else. So there are so many things you can do here. I know you probably want to hear more. Let's try another one. And I think that is it for now. I have to go. Sorry about that, guys. If you have any questions, if there's anything specific you want me to cover in a review, let me know in the comments or in the chat. But you can do that in the comments below this video. And when I do later this week or early next week, I'm going to do an official review and demo. I can include answers for your questions. So again, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out my latest videos. I just added tons of videos, and very soon I'm going to launch a new online course for basic synthesis and sound design. So if you ever wanted to learn more about synthesizers, you don't know how to handle what is an oscillator, what is an ADSR envelope, what's up with LFO, that is the course for you. I'm going to show you that later when it's ready. We're going to do a proper launch and live stream. But in the meantime, have fun, make a lot of music and noise, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.